ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ
नमो भगवते
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं दधाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, we can recite the shlokas today. Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Gushyate yasya nagare rangayatra dine dine tamaham shirasa vande rajanam kulashekaram.
दृश्यते यस्य नगरे रङ्गया
रात्रयात्रा दिने दिने तमहं
शिरसा वन्दे।
वन्दे राजानां कुलशेखरम्।
Okay, starting from here. So Shamala, you want to recite?
Prabhuji, all I cannot recite, Prabhuji. I'm still practicing.
Okay, sure. कृष्णो रक्षतु नो जगत्त्रय गुरु कृष्णं नमध्वं सदा।
कृष्ण
कृष्णो रक्षतु नो जगत्त्रयन गुरु कृष्णं नाम सदा।
कृष्णेनाखिल शत्रवो विनिहिता कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः।
कृष्णेनाखिल शत्रवो विनिहितान् कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः।
कृष्णादेव समुत्थितं जगदिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्।
कृष्णध्येव समुत्थितं जगदिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्।
कृष्णे तिष्ठति विश्वमेतदखिलं हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम्।
कृष्णे तिष्ठति विश्वमेतदखिलं हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम्।
भवजलधिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुतदुहितृकळत्राणभारार्दितानाम्।
भवजलधिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुहदुहित्रकलत्रात्राणभारार्दितानाम्।
विषमविषयतो ये मज्जतामप्लवानां भवति शरणमेको विष्णुपोतो नराणाम्
विषमविषयतो ये मज्जतामप्लवानां
ॐ भवति
भवति
शरणमेको
शरणमेको
विष्णुपोतो
नराणाम्
भवजलधिगतानाम्. Okay,
अगाधम्.
it got stuck. Okay. Okay. भवजलधिमगाधं दुस्तरं निस्तरेयं कथमहमिति चेतो मास्मघाकातरत्वम्
भवजलधिमगाधं दुस्तरनिस्तरेयं कथमहमिति वेतु चेतो
मास्मगाकातरत्वम्
सरसिजदृशि देवे तारकी भक्तिरेका नरकविधिनिषन्ना तारयिष्यत्यवश्यम्
सरसिजदृशे
तारकी
भक्तिरेका
नरकविधिनिषन्ना तारयिष्यत्यवश्यम्
तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनोद्धूतमोहोर्मिमाले धारावर्ते तनय सहजा ग्राहसङ्घाकुले च
तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनो दूतमहोर्मिमाले धारावर्ते तनय सहजा ग्राहसङ्घाकुले
च
संसाराख्ये महति जलदौ मज्जतां नस्त्रिधामन् पादाम्भोजे वरद भवतो भक्तिनावं प्रयच्छ
संसाराख्ये महति जलदौ
मज्जतां नस्त्रिधामन् पादाम्भोजे भवतो
भक्तिनावं प्रयच्छ
पृथ्वीरेणुरनुपयांसि कणिकाः फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघुस्
पृथ्वीरेणु
अडुपयासि कणिका फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघु
तेजो निःश्वसनं मरुत्तनुतरं रन्ध्रं सुसूक्ष्मं नभः
रन्ध्रं
सूक्ष्मं नभः
क्षुद्रा रुद्रपितामहा प्रभृतया कीटा समस्तासुरा
क्षुद्रा
रुद्रपितामहा प्रभृतया कीटा समस्तासुरा
दृष्टे यत्र सतारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकनः
सतारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकणा
हे लोका शृणुत प्रसूति-मरण व्याधेश्चिकित्सामिमाम्
हे लोकाः शृणुत प्रसूति-मरण व्याधेश्चिकित्सामिमाम्
योगा-जñāh
योगज्ञा-समुदाहरन्ति मुनयो यज्ञवल्कादयः
योगज्ञा-समुदाहरन्ति मुनयो
यज्ञाvalkādayah
अंतर-ज्योतिरमेयमेकममृतं कृष्णाख्यमापीयताम्
antar-jyotir कृष्णाख्यमापीयताम्
तत्पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमात्यन्तिकम्
पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते
निर्वाणमात्यन्तिकम्
ते मर्त्या परमं हितं शृणुतवो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपतः।
परमं हितं
तवो वक्ष्यामि
वक्ष्यामि संक्षेप्तपथा।
संसारार्णवमापधूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिताः।
अपद ऊर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिता।
नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुम्।
नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणाय।
मन्त्रं स प्रणवं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्धयत्यं मुहुः।
मन्त्रं प्रणवसहितं प्रार्थयध्वं
नातेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकादिपे चेतसा।
पुरुषोत्तमजगताम् एकायते चेतसा।
सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य धातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति।
स्वस्य पदस्य
परे नारायणे तिष्ठति।
यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थधम्।
यं कञ्चित्
पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम्
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराकावयम्।
सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो
बद्धेनाञ्जलिनानतेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः।
बद्धेनाञ्जलिनानतेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः।
कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयने नोद्गीर्न बाष्पाम्भुना।
कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयने नोत्तीर्णबाष्पाम्भुना।
नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृता स्वादिनाम्।
नित्यं
चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृता स्वादिना।
अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्।
अस्माकं
सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं
सम्पद्यतां जीविताम्।
यत्कृष्ण प्रणिपातधूलिधवलं तद्वर्ष्म तद्वैशिरस्।
यत्कृष्णार्कधूलिधवलं तद्वर्षमं तद्वैशिरस्।
ते नेत्रे तमसोज्झिते सुरुचिरे याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते।
ते
नेत्रे समसोचिते सुरुचिरे
याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते।
सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवा ध्यायिनी।
विमलेन्दुशुभ्रधवला या माधवा ध्यायिनी।
आदित्वामृतवर्षिणी इति पदं स्तौति नारायणम्।
तामृतवर्षिणि प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणम्।
जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भज श्रीधरम्।
जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो
भज श्रीधरम्।
पाणिद्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथाः श्रोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु।
द्वन्द्वसमुच्चयाच्युतकथाः Achyutamachyuta kada Srotradvayatvam srunu
Krishnam lokayalocanadvaya harir gacchangri yugmalayam.
Krishnam
Lokaya
lokayalocanadvaya hare Gacchangri-yugmāla
Malayam.
Jigragrana mukunda pada tulasim murdhannamadokshajam.
Chikragrana-mukunda-pada-tulasi Murdana-madokshajam.
Okay. Okay, so we'll continue our discussion. Hare Krishna, Ankita, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Good, Prabhuji. How are you, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
My child is making noise yet, so
Yeah, your son?
yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. He's crying?
Yeah, I want him to read the book, but he's not reading.
Okay.
He has to finish the homework,
Ah,
the reading work. That's what I'm asking him. So his father is not taking him away.
okay. Okay, so last week we discussed shlokas from 12 to 14, or 11 to 14, 11, 12, 13, 14. The theme of these shlokas is material ocean and a boat. All the jivas are suffering in the material ocean, in this ocean called samsara, and there are different types of shelters that are available that can help us when we are drowning in the ocean. The help can come in different ways, different forms. So in one shloka, Kulshekar Alvar mentioned that this divine boat of Vishnu can only save us from this material ocean. Vishnu poto naranam bhavatu sharanameko Vishnu poto naranam. Vishnu poto. Poto means potaha, means boat. So this boat called Vishnu, Vishnu potaha, is the only thing that can cross us from this material ocean. And then the next two shlokas, Kulshekar Alvar mentioned about the bhakti as the boat called bhakti. Taraki bhakti reka. In shloka number 12, Taraki bhakti reka. Only bhakti can deliver us from this material ocean. And the next shloka, shloka number 13, Kulshekar Alvar mentioned, Bhakti Navam Prayacha. O Lord, please give me this boat of bhakti. Bhakti means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Padasevanam, Andanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. All the Navavida Bhakti. Kulshekar Alvar is praying to the Lord to engage him in bhakti, in devotional service, in all these different processes of devotional service. Most importantly, Shravana Kirtana Smarana. And then shloka number 14, what is that?
When we get the shelter of Krishna, whole universe will be like Paramanu. It will become Paramanu, and all our material desires will be purified.
Yes.
And so the big ocean will be become like a droplet, and fire will be like a sparkle. Impossible will become possible, and this happened in Gajendra Moksha, same Narada and Dhruva. Once when Lord Vishnu's darshana happened, They forgot their material desires.
Yeah.
And so this will happen when we get the shelter of Krishna.
Yeah, very good. So you listen to the recording very nicely. Good job. Yeah, I know you did not attend the class, but you listened to the recording very nicely. Good.
So the shelter of Krishna, what will give? They summarize it very nicely in this sloka, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the motivation after listening.
Exactly.
Not only once we get the shelter of Krishna, okay, just by attending the classes also, our desires almost reduced.
Yeah.
We'll get confidence once we get the shelter, complete shelter of Krishna, means definitely our desires will be purified.
Exactly. First of all, we will not have time, right? When we are engaged in activities like this, attending a class, or reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, or chanting. So when we are doing this, we will not find time for desires.
Yes.
Even if the desires are coming, we will be busy with these devotional activities so that we will not find time for other activities.
Even mentally also, that greedy will be definitely I reduced my shopping in India. I mean, I'm not interested even to buy unnecessary things or like that. This will definitely, I'm sure once we get the shelter of Krishna, definitely our desires will be purified.
Yeah. Yes. And we discussed that shloka from Bhagavatam, right? How the entire universe the entire ocean becomes as small as a droplet that can be fit in the cow's hoof print. So what is that shloka? Let's look at that shloka one more time. Does anyone remember that shloka? I mean, not the whole thing, but at least one or two words or lines from one line from this.
Symbols, Prabhuji?
Huh?
Writing symbol you're asking?
No, not symbol, the shloka.
Yeah, that's shloka of symbol, right?
Yeah,
Chandrardham.
Jambu.
Chandrardham trikodakal Chandrardham kulshi trikodadhanusham Kam Ghoshpadam Proshtikam Shankham Savyapade Dakshanpade Kodashtakam Swastika Shankham Chakram Yavanakusha. Yavanakusha. Dhwaja.
Chakram Chatrayavankusham Dhvajapavī Jambhurdvare Kambujam Vibranam Harimuna Vimshati Maha Lakshmāchitandrim Bhaje. Yeah. So, yeah, good. You recited this shloka, but I was asking about that shloka where we discussed how the ocean becomes a small droplet that can be fit into one cow's hoof print. Trying to find that shloka. Padam yad vipadam. Oh yeah, got it. This is the shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna in 10th canto, 10.14.58. Canto 10, chapter 14, shloka number 58. Samashhritaye padapallavaplavam mahatpadam punyayasho murarehe bhavambudirvatsapadam param padam 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 yad vipadam na tesham. For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Murari, the enemy of the Mura demon, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's hoof print. Their goal is Parampadam, Vaikunta, the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step. Okay, so in simple words, this is same as what Kulshekar Alvar mentioned in Prudhvi Renur Anupayamsi Karnika, the Sloka number 14 of Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, is same as this one here, the 14th chapter. 14 Sloka and here 14 chapter. Okay, so now we have been talking about this samsara, right? Material ocean, samsara. So what's the meaning of the word samsara? The Sanskrit meaning of this word samsara is samyak rupena sharat. Samyak rupena sharat iti samsara. In simple words, that which is always changing is samsara. That which is always changing is samsara. That means when we are in the material life, now when we hear this word samsara, don't just think of it as the family which is often called as samsara. Samsara means the material life. This bhavasagara, this material life is called samsara. So that which is constantly changing is called samsara as per the Sanskrit definition of the word samsara. Samyak rupena sharat iti samsara. And this word sharat or sarat actually, the correct word is sarat, is coming from river. The Sanskrit word for river is sarita. We have sarita in the class. So sarita, there is a shloka in Bhagavatam that says sarita pravanti. That means just like how the rivers are flowing, sarita is river, pravanti is flowing. Just like how the rivers are flowing constantly, the Krishna Katha spoken by great sages is also like that, like a constant river flow. Okay, so coming back to this word samsara, samyak rupena sarat iti samsara. That which is constantly changing is samsara. Now, what do we mean by constantly changing? Constantly changing means there are always dualities, pairs of opposites. One moment we are happy, the other moment we are not happy. The minute we think that we are happy, life is all good, then the life throws a blow on our face. The moment we think that everything is stable, now I have settled in my life, now there won't be any problems at all, then there will be a new challenge in life. So this is samsara, that which is always changing. Now we have experienced since childhood, right? When we were in college, we used to think, okay, if I get a job with some good salary, I will be settled and then I'll be happy. I'll be happy ever after. I'll be happy ever after. And then after we get job, we start working Then there are new challenges in the job. Problems with colleagues, problems with manager, problems with learning new technologies, coping up with changing technologies. So many challenges at work, especially in today's age, today's time. Layoff. There's always insecurity, fear of layoffs. And then after we get job, then what we think after seeing all these problems? Okay, maybe I should get married. Once I get married, then I think life will be full of colors. But what happens after we get married? We'll actually see colors, right? We'll see rainbow colors.
Stars.
We'll see rainbow colors. Every day we'll see rainbow colors.
Maybe this generation is very intelligent, Prabhuji. They were saying, no, we are enough. We wanted to stay like this. We are happy.
And that's also a problem, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So they don't want to get married. That's also a problem. They don't realize at that moment, but after some time they will realize. So not marrying is also a problem. Marrying is also a problem. So yeah. And then after we get married, then we know the reality of married life. And then we think, okay, maybe once we get children, we'll be happy. And then we'll have children, and there are new set of challenges. There is great amount of joy at the same time. There are new challenges raising kids, especially in Western countries. Raising kids with values is a very challenging thing. So at every phase in our life, there are challenges. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham, as we discussed in that Sloka in Bhagavatam, in Brahma's prayers. There's a danger at every step. The moment we think that all is good, everything is good, all is going well, then life throws new set of challenges. So that is called samsara. So at every step we have to try to cross this ocean. Now when we read all these shlokas from 11 to 14, some kind of imagination will come to our mind, right? That okay, so we are stuck in some ocean, we are drowning in an ocean, and then this boat called Bhakti Nava, or this boat called Vishnu or Krishna, Vishnu Potaha, this will cross us from the material ocean. Now once we are delivered from this material ocean, then we are safe. No, this is not the end. Once we are delivered from the material ocean to the shore of the ocean, that's not the end. As we start walking on the shore, we will be walking into another ocean, and we'll start drowning into that ocean. And again we need one more help. Again we need Bhakti Nava. So this is a constant struggle. Now don't just imagine that once we are crossed, then we are safe. We don't have to drown again in the ocean. That's why I explained about this word samsara in great detail like this. That which is constantly changing. The moment we think that we are at the shore of the ocean, we are safe. The moment we think that we are at the bank of the river, now there is no more water, we are not drowning, we are safe, then you will see a new river, a new ocean.
You were telling about next Janma, another ocean?
No, even in this life only.
Okay.
Yeah, even in this life, we will have to cross multiple oceans.
Okay.
We'll have to cross ocean at every step of our life. Every challenge is an ocean. Every problem that we face in life is an ocean.
Okay.
Now raise your hand if my interpretation was correct, or if my analysis was correct, that when we discussed all those 4 shlokas last week, you all must have imagined, right? That, okay, so I am in the ocean, I'm drowning in the ocean, and Krishna will come and save me. He will deliver me from this ocean. Once he delivers, then I am safe. So how many of you imagined like this in your mind?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Everybody, right? Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, then that's good. Then the definition of samsara is very correct. So, okay, we have Kalindi Preeti Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Chandrakala. Nene
Oh, that's
Prabhuji.
Chandrakala. Okay. I saw Kala. Then I thought there is another person by name Kala. Okay, good. I like that picture. Krishna's picture there. Yeah. So, but having said this, now it'll be very discouraging. Oh, Srividya, you just raised a hand, right? You didn't have it.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So now, having said this, now when we hear this statement that every problem is like an ocean, and if we cross one ocean, there will be another ocean, it'll be discouraging, right? So we don't have to be discouraged. So there is one tool or one solution that can protect us even if we are in the ocean. Even if we are on the ocean, we will not. Even if we are drowning in the ocean, we will not feel like we are drowning. So that is the next loka. We will discuss that. Sloka number 15. Aparna, how are you? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'm doing good.
Yeah. So, Shloka number 15. He lokāh śrunutah prasūti-maran a-vyādheś cikitsām imām.
He lokāh śrunutah prasūti-maran
cikitsām
Yoga-jñāh samudāharanti munayo yājñavalkyādayah.
samudāharanti yājñavalkyādayah
antar-jyotir ekam Krishna-khyam āpīyatām.
Antar-jyotir Krishna āpīyatām.
pītam paramaus adham vitanute nirvān
pītam
vitanute nirvān.
Okay. Aparna, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, did the change?
No. You're able to see, right? Oh, people, please hear.
Okay, I see. Yes, Prabhuji. Oh, people, please hear of this treatment of the disease of birth and death. It is the name of Krishna, recommended by Yājñavalkya and other expert yogis steeped in wisdom.
This one also.
Okay. This boundless, eternal inner light is the best medicine, for when drunk it bestows complete and final liberation. Just drink it.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the tool or solution here? The Krishna Nama. Krishna Nama. The medicine here that is discussed here is drinking the nectar of Krishna Nama. Okay, so we will discuss that. But let's look at the word for word meaning of it. Looks like ever since I asked, you can change the profile picture and put some Krishna picture. You all completely stopped videos. That was not my intention.
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So it'll be good to see faces once in a while. So the word for word meanings are: Hey lokāh, O people of the world, Shrunuta, just hear, prasūti, of birth, marana, death, vyādheś, for the disease, cikitsām, about the treatment, imām, this, yoga-jñāh, experts in knowledge of mystic yoga, samudāharanti, recommended, munayo, sagacious, yam, which, yājñavalkyādayah, such as Yājñavalkya, anta, inner, jyoti, light, ameyam, immeasurable, ekam, only, amritam, immortal, Krishnākyam, the name of Krishna, āpīyatām, just drink, tat, it, pītam, being drunk, parama, supreme, aushadam, medicine, vitanute, bestows, nirvānam, liberation, ātyantikam, absolute. O people, please hear of this treatment for the disease of birth and death. It is the name of Krishna, recommended by Yājñavalkya and other expert yogis steeped in wisdom. This boundless, eternal inner light is the best medicine, for when drunk, it bestows complete and final liberation. Just drink it. Now, there can be two meanings or two different ways how we can understand this shloka. One way of understanding this shloka is when Kulshekhar Alvar says this Krishna Nama is so nectarian, when somebody drinks it, they will get liberated and they will not have to go through this repeated birth and death life cycle. That's one way of understanding this. Another way of understanding this is when Kulshekhar Alvar mentioned treatment for the disease of birth and death, it is the name of Krishna. Now the second meaning is with regards to the current life only, the problems in the current life only. In the current life, birth already happened and death will happen at the end. And in between, we go through so many other problems. There is old age, there is a disease. There are so many diseases throughout the lifetime, so many diseases. Some joint pains, arthritis, sugar, diabetes, blood pressure, cardiologic problems, thyroid, so many diseases. Throughout the life, we will go through so many problems. Not only that, there are adhyatmika, adi bhautika, adi klesha, adi daivika kleshas, threefold miseries. So the treatment for all these problems in this current life is the name of Krishna. Whenever we face any problem in this current life, it's like an ocean. Even a small problem appears so big to us, it appears as big as ocean. And it feels very difficult to get over that problem. After we get over that problem and we look back and think about it, it will look very silly. Oh, is this the problem? I was worried so much. How foolish I was. We'll think like that. But when we take shelter of this Krishna Nama, then even when we are going through the problem also, we will not feel the gravity of the problem. We will not be so worried. We will not have anxiety. Oh, what's going to happen now? Is it going to be the end of the world? I have this problem in my life. Is it going to be the end of the world? No, we will not think like that. When we drink this Krishna Nama, we will not think like that. Otherwise, yes, we will think like that. Even a small problem comes in our life, it appears as the end of the world. But when we drink this Krishna Nama, whether the problem is small or big, we will not be so worried. So that's why Kulshekhar Alvar is telling to the entire world in general, hey lokāh, the people in this world. Lokāh means the people. Lokāh means this world. Lokāh means the people of the world. Shrunuta, listen. Please listen to this. Please listen to this as I am talking about a treatment, cikitsā. Cikitsā for what? Cikitsā for this vyādhi, disease. What is that vyādhi? He is giving two examples, prasūti and marana. Prasūti is birth, marana is death. Oh people, please listen to this treatment. Please listen about this treatment for the disease called birth and death. Now, who has given this treatment? Kulshekhar Alvar is not giving this treatment. He is only repeating what was given by the yogīs, like Yājñavalkya. This treatment was given by great munis, great sages, like Yājñavalkya. So what is the treatment they are talking about? Antar-jyotir, this light, this illuminating light called Krishna Nama, Krishna-ākhyam. Ākhyam means name. Krishna-ākhyam. If you replace, there is this compound word, right? Krishna-ākhyam. Now you replace that word ākya with nama. Krishna Nāmāmr. It will become Krishna Nāmāmr. So it is nama. Ākya means nama. Ākhyam means that person who is called as Krishna, or whose name is Krishna. If we drink that name, āpīyatām, if we drink that name, if we drink this nectarian name of Krishna, amritam, Nāmāmr tam, then you will see a light in your heart. Antar-jyotir. Antar-jyotir means there will be illuminating light in your heart. Because when we chant Krishna's name, all our anarthas in our heart, kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsarya, and all our desires, everything will disappear. The darkness will be removed and there will be illuminating light called antar-jyotir. Tat pītam paramaus adham vitanute nirvānam ātyantikam. So this Krishna Nama will bestow us nirvana, liberation, relief from this disease called birth and death. Krishna Nama gives relief from the day-to-day problems that we face every day. So this Krishna Nama is also like a boat. In the previous shlokas, there is a boat called Vishnu, like how in Gajendra Moksha, how Vishnu personally came and uplifted Gajendra. That is one boat. And then next two shlokas, shloka 12 and 13, the boat called Bhakti, Bhakti Nava. And here, a boat called Krishna Nama. So three types of boats are discussed. Now when it is mentioned as Krishna Nama, there are different forms, right? It can be Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is one. Or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's another one. Om Namo Narayanaya. That's another one. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. That's another one. And then Vallabha Sampradaya.
Narayana.
Jai Shri.
We learned that Rama Taraka mantra, Prabhuji.
There is
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. That's another one. And Vallabha Sampradaya people, they have Rama Krishna Hare Mukunda Murare. Just like how we all chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. They chant Rama Krishna Hare Mukunda Murare.
They have included Mukunda also, Prabhuji.
Huh?
They have included Mukunda also, or Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra.
Yes, they have included our Mukunda.
Yeah.
They have included my Mukunda. Not our Mukunda. Our Mukunda is like when Yashodamma was loving Krishna, all the gopis, the elderly gopis in Vrindavan, they come to Yashoda and say, "Oh Yashoda, do you know that your son Krishna is Bhagavan? He is Narayana." And Yashodamma says, No, he is not God. God means he is a joint property. He is everyone's God. But this Krishna is not God. He is my Lala. So my Krishna.
Ananya Prema.
Ananya Prema. Ananya Mamata Prema. Yes. So like that, my Mukunda. So they have included my Mukunda in their prayer. Yeah. So different forms of names. Chanting the names of Krishna or Vishnu as described in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Shri Vallabheti Varadeti Daya Pareti Jayatu Jayatu Devo. And then later on, Kulshekara Alvar says, He Gopalak He Krupa Jalanide He Sindhu Kanyapate ekam Santaka He Gajendra Karuna Parina He Madhava He Ramanuja, he Jagatraya Guru, he Pundarīkakshamam, he Gopi Jananatha Palaya Param, Janami Natvam Vina. So there are so many names in that shloka. There is another shloka in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Srinath Narayana Vasudeva Sri Padmanabha. No. Sri Krishna Bhakta Priya Chakrapani Sri Padmanabha Achyuta Hare Murare.
Sri Rama Padmaksha Hare
Murare.
Ananta Vaikunta Mukunda
Mukunda Krishna Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So beautiful names: Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, Ananta, Padmanabha, Achyuta, Bhakta Priya.
There is a song, Prabhuji, with Achyutam Keshavam. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Yeah.
All small names.
After that, Kaun kehte hai.
Not it? Yeah.
That is a made-up song. The
Yeah.
Kaun kehte hai is made up by some people in North India. The actual version of Achyutāshtakam was written by Adi Shankaracharya.
I heard in your house that day when somebody was singing.
Correct. Yeah, somebody sang that Achyutāshtakam, right? Yeah.
Correct. That is also a bhajan, Prabhuji. Any song, Prabhuji, Bhagwan doesn't have to have a specific word. He just need to be prayed. That's all I believe.
For Bhava, anything, even Hindi bhajan also can be
Also, I
seen.
love a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can use any different forms of names of Krishna and chant. Vishnu Sahasranama. If somebody is inclined to chant Vishnu Sahasranama, that is also fine. Yeah? Or Nam Ramayana, Tulsidas Nam Ramayana, anything, Gayatri Ramayana. There are different forms of Ramayana actually. The Sankshepa Ramayana, different forms of Ramayana are there. Within Valmiki Ramayana, there is some Sankshepa Ramayana, 100 shlokas. Like that, Nama Ramayana, few shlokas, entire Ramayana is described. Gayatri Ramayana, about 30-40 shlokas, entire Ramayana is described with different names of Ramachandra. Like that. So these are different types of boards that are available. Now, in this context, I want to discuss about that long pending. Remember, Kaivartaka Keshava. I told it a couple of times that we will discuss this when the right time comes. Now this is the right time, so we'll discuss that Kaivartaka Keshava. So let me show that shloka. So before we go to that shloka, any comments, questions, reflections on what we have discussed so far?
So far we have seen 3 boards, right, Prabhuji? First is Krishna himself coming. Second one is Bhakti Devi, and third one is name.
Name, correct. Yeah.
And Prabhuji, that's why they say, when we do this Hari mantra, that our ISKCON mantra, Hare Krishna chanting, then Namarup get activated, right? Krishna's Namarup. we get a darshan of him.
Yeah. Sankirtan means chanting the name of Krishna, Vishnu.
And then we get a darshan of name form of Krishna.
Yes, Krishna's name is not different from Krishna. The Nama Rupa. Just like Srimad Bhagavatam is Vāṅmaya Rupa, the literary incarnation of Krishna. After Krishna completed his Leela in Dwaraka, in Dwapara Yuga, and Krishna went back to his abode, then Kali Yuga started, and Dharma has lost 3 of its legs. Dharma was standing on only 1 leg, and there was a lot of irreligion. That is when Krishna, to re-establish the religion, he appeared in the Grantha Rupa, Vāṅmaya Rupa. Vāṅmaya Rupa means his words. And this name is his Nama Rupa. So it's not different from Krishna.
So to put it in the 3 slokas, right? If we call the name, we get bhakti and then Krishna will come.
Yes, name is the simple solution. Name can give us bhakti, name can give us Krishna also. Yes, very good. That's the perfect understanding.
Not that much simple, but it's taking janmas, probably.
It does, but if we have faith on this name, right? Then it becomes easy.
That is the conditions of faith.
Yeah. So right now we have belief. So since we're talking about this faith, right? So what exactly is faith? Can anybody say what is faith?
Like a child trusts his mother.
Okay.
Prabhuji, it's like the complete or trust or belief in something, even though they might not be proof that exist.
You're close. You're almost close. You're 90% there.
Surrender, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Surrender to Krishna. Totally surrendered. We believe whatever will be done, he will do it. We don't do anything.
Yeah, in order to surrender, you need to have faith. You cannot surrender to somebody without faith. So what exactly is faith?
Trust that.
Yeah, trust is the English word for faith.
Like Mataji said, that mother and child love relationship. Trusting that he is our supreme father and surrendering and taking shelter of him.
Somebody else? Any other answers?
Whatever the problem come, we are not scared. Like we know he will take care, like that.
Okay.
Completely dependent on something.
Completely dependent. Okay. What else?
No doubts. Like not having any doubts or questions.
So faith means believing in something that you don't see. Believing in something that you don't see. That is faith. Oftentimes, people ask this question, especially newcomers when they start bhakti, right? They say this. If Krishna, why can't Krishna come in front of us? Then we will have complete faith on him. We'll be able to see him, we'll be able to believe, and we will do complete Sharanagati. We will leave everything and do complete Sharanagati.
He
But
doesn't have to come to us. We had to go to him actually. That's what we have to understand.
yeah, that's what we have to understand. But new people, when they are starting this journey on bhakti, they say, "Oh, when Krishna appears, then I will believe. When Krishna comes in front of me, I will believe." Or people say, "Why can't Krishna give us darshan so that we can believe him?"
Problem is when he gives, we are not able to identify also.
Yeah. So, so that's why faith is believing in something that you don't see. So you start with belief. You start with belief, and then you start the journey. You start the journey, and then gradually you will develop faith. So this faith is a journey from belief to truth. Truth is seeing Krishna, who is the absolute truth. Satyam. One of the names of Krishna is Satyam Param. Parama Satyam. So faith is nothing but the journey between the entry point, which is belief, to the destination called truth, absolute truth, seeing the absolute truth. Now, once somebody asked a question to Radhanath Swami Maharaj. You know, you have been practicing bhakti for last 40, 50 years. What if there is no God? You know, at the end of the life, you know, when you go to the next destination, what if you don't see God there? There is no God. What if there is no God? Then Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he answers to this question very beautifully. He says, you know, he gives an example of the dogs barking in India. In India, you know, those who have recently been to India, Shamala, Sarita, you must have Chandrakala, you must have had a nice experience hearing dog barking. So what happens? One dog starts barking for whatever reason, right? The dog senses some thieves trying to enter into some house, or they see some danger. They sense some danger, and one dog starts barking. Then what happens? All the other dogs who are around this dog, they also start barking. Not only these dogs who are around this dog, but the dogs which are in the next street or little far away also, they also hear, and they come near and they start barking. Now, why did all the other dogs bark? Because they have faith in this first dog that started barking. The first dog sensed some danger and started barking. Now all the other dogs, they have complete faith. They haven't seen, they haven't sensed any danger, they haven't seen any danger, but they have complete faith on this first dog that there is some danger. There must be some reason, some valid reason why this dog barked, why our friend barked. So giving this example, Radhanath Swami Maharaj tells that, so I am like one of those dogs who have complete faith on that first dog, who is our Guru. Our Guru, he has complete faith on Krishna. He has seen Krishna. He has complete faith on Krishna. And I have complete faith on my Guru. And Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, in 3rd chapter, the Sunday morning Bothal group, who attended this class, Krishna tells there that the seers of this truth have confirmed this. The seers of this truth have confirmed this. In Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra also, in one of the shlokas, Kulshekara Alvar says, Naradadi Munivrindavanditam. I think shloka 8 or 9. Kulshekara Alvar says, Naradadi Munivrindavanditam. Diviva Bhuviva. Is that the one?
Viva, I think, yeah.
7th one, Prabhuji.
7th one?
Chintayami harimeva santatam.
Chintayami, correct. Chintayami harimeva santatam.
Mandahasam.
Dahasamuditānanām bhujam. Nandakopatanayam paratparam. Naradadi munivrindavanditam. So there Kulshekara Alvar was talking about offering pranama, obeisances at the lotus feet of the Mukunda. And there he was telling, even the great sages like Narada, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, they also, even the great demigods, Brahma, they also offered pranama at the lotus feet of Krishna. So this is called faith. Faith means believing in something that we don't see. But how do we develop that faith? By seeing others. By seeing our preceptors, acharyas, purvacharyas. We'll have faith like that. Okay. Now, in fact, there is a shloka in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra which is not part of these 53 shlokas. Remember, there are some extra shlokas, about 7 extra shlokas, and we discussed the shloka number 0, Vande Mukunda-Maravinda Dalayatакшam. Like that, there are other shlokas. So one of those extra shlokas is giving some testimonials. There are some 6 people, 6 devotees. Kulshekara Alvar gives as pramana or testimonials. Seeing those people, we can develop faith. Maybe we can discuss that shloka tomorrow. But before that, we'll come here to this shloka. The Kaivartaka Keshava shloka. This is part of the Gita Dhyana shloka, Bhagavad Gita Dhyana shloka, written by Adi Shankaracharya in Padma Purana. There are some famous simple Gita Dhyana shlokas like Sarvo Panishado Gavo Dugdha Gopala Nandanaha. Like that. This is also a very important, very nice shloka. And this can be sung in the same meter as Keyuranina Bhushayanti. That shloka. Bhishmadronatatjayadratajala Gandharanilotpala Shalyagrahavati Krupena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashvattama Vikarna Gora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Kalu Pandavairana Nadi Kaivartaka Keshava. Okay, so Shamala, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. In the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Bhishma and Drona was the banks. Jayadratha was the water. The king of Gandhara was the flower of Nilotpala. Shalya was the shark. Krupa was the flow. Karna was the big waves. Aswadhama and Vikarna were the deadly Makara fishes. And Duryodhana was the whirlpool. The river-like war was indeed crossed over by the Pandavas with Keshava as the boatman.
As the boatman. Okay. So, Kaivartaka Keshava. So here, this shloka describes the situation of Arjuna, how he was struggling to cross this ocean called Kurukshetra war. The Kurukshetra Ranarangam was like a material ocean for Arjuna. In the beginning, he was so excited because Arjuna was a great Kshatriya. He was so excited to fight. He told Krishna, in first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says, what is that shloka where Arjuna asks Krishna to place the chariot in between the two armies?
Arpanya dosha.
No. Before that. Very famous shloka. I recited many times, like thousands of times I recited this.
That Ratho Madhyo something last word.
Radho Stapayitya Radhottamam between the two armies. Come on. Sometimes the thing that you remember all the time, you don't remember. Let me go to chapter 1. Senayor madhye radham stapayamechyuta. Arjuna says, Senayor madhye radham stapayamechyuta. Yāvadetān nishikeham yoddukaman avastitam. Kairmaya saha yodhavyam asmin rana samudhyame. Please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Now, this was his excitement in the beginning, that he wanted to see who and all came there to fight with him. But as soon as Krishna places the chariot in the middle of both armies, what happened? Arjuna was overwhelmed with compassion, and then he could not fight. Especially after seeing Drona, Bhishma, he could not fight. So that's when that Kurukshetra war appeared like a material ocean for him to cross over. So this shloka, Gita Dhyana shloka, explains Arjuna's situation. So it doesn't compare the Kurukshetra battlefield as an ocean, but like a river. Okay? A river that is difficult to cross. It's a big river. Now, when there is a river, there are two banks on the both sides, right? Left side and right side, there are two banks, the shores. So, who are these two shores or banks? Bhishma and Drona are like two, they are standing on the two banks. Bhishma is standing on one bank, Drona is standing on another bank. So if Arjuna tries to cross the ocean and go to the shore of the river, he cannot, because there is Bhishma standing on one side and Drona standing on another side, and who are very difficult to fight with. Bhishma is more powerful than Drona. Drona himself is a great warrior who taught all the martial arts skills to Pandavas and Kauravas. If Drona himself is the teacher, martial art teacher, he is definitely powerful, and Bhishma is even more powerful than Drona. So there are two powerful warriors on both sides of the river standing as the banks. Bhishma, Drona, Tata. Tata means bank. So Bhishma, Drona are compared to Tata. And Jayadratha is compared to Jala, the water in the river. Jayadratha is also very powerful. And Gandhara, Nilotpala. Gandhara, it is not referring to Dhritarashtra. It is not referring to it's
Shakuni.
It's Shakuni, yeah. It's not referring to Gandhari or Gandhara and Dhritarashtra. It is referring to Shakuni. So this Shakuni is compared to Nilotpala. Nilotpala is it's blue lily. It's not lotus, it's blue lily. Okay. So this blue lily is some imaginary flower. It doesn't exist. In real, it doesn't exist. It's some hallucination. So this personality Shakuni is like that. Shakuni, when he is with us, he appears like a nice gentleman. But in the back of his mind, he is planning some scheme. He is so cunning that in the back of his mind, he is planning some scheme. How to cheat that person who is in front of him. So it's a hallucination. It's a hallucination to think that Shakuni is a gentleman. He appears like a gentleman, but it's a hallucination. Like Nilotpala, a blue lily that does not exist in real. And Shalya is compared to a shark. Shalya Grahavati. And Krupa is the flow of the water. And Karna is compared to waves. Karna is also very difficult to fight with. Ashwatthama and Vikarna, they are like crocodiles, alligators. Now in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Duryodhana gives the names of all these people. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Duryodhana gives the names of all these people. Bhishma, Drona, Jayadratha, Shalya, Krupa, Karna, all these names. Ashwatthama. And then, so after Ashwatthama, Vikarna, who are compared to crocodiles, Makara means crocodile. Krishna's earrings are compared to Makara Kundala. Kundala means earrings. Makara Kundala means alligator shaped earrings. And finally, Duryodhana is whirlpool. So he is the most difficult of all. Most difficult of all. Because he is the one who has strategized this whole war. So in this situation, when there are so many wild animals, when the river flow is so so heavy, and there are tides in the river, there are alligators, and there is a danger on both sides of the river, on the banks, then that river was like an ocean for Arjuna. And Pandavas were trying to cross that ocean. So Tirna Kalu Pandavai. What are they trying to cross? Rana Nadi. Nadi is river. This river called the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Rana Nadi. In this situation, when there is no help for Arjuna on either side, left, right, front, back, there is no, at every step there is danger for Arjuna. In this situation, the only help is the boatman called Keshava, Kaivartaka Keshava.
Kaivartaka means boatman.
Boatman, yeah. Yeah. So it's 10:05, but I'll recite the shloka. You repeat after me, and then I'll tell one another point, and then we'll end. भीष्मद्रोण जयद्रथजल भीष्मद्रोण तट जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला
भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला
शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला
शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला
अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी
सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवा Yeah, see, look at that word, Duryodhana Vartini. In shloka number 13, Kulshekar Alvar uses a word, Dara Varta, right?
Dara.
Dara Varta
Yes,
means?
Wife.
Wife. Wife is compared to whirlpool. Here Duryodhana is compared to whirlpool. Duryodhana Vartini. There Dara Varta. So now one last point. Now this whole description of the battlefield and Arjuna trying to cross this battlefield like an ocean can be compared with the same analogy of Arjuna sitting on the chariot, and then there is that life of chariot, the concept called life of chariot. We discussed a couple of times during Bhagavad Gita discussions. Life of chariot means the front cover page of Bhagavad Gita. When you see, there is a chariot that represents the body, and then Arjuna sitting on the chariot, that is the soul. And who is pulling the chariot? The horses, the 5 horses. The 5 horses are the senses. And who is controlling the horses? What is controlling the horses? The ropes. The ropes are controlling the horses. The ropes are called mind. And who is holding the ropes? Krishna. So Krishna is intelligence. Okay? So there is body, soul, mind, intelligence, senses. What else? I think that's all. 5 elements, right? Body, soul, mind, intelligence, and then the senses. Five elements.
Yeah. In that image, Prabhuji, there is like eye, nose, means whatever the
Those are senses.
Yeah, they represent the picture also.
5 senses.
Yes, Prabhuji.
The sense of seeing, the sense of smelling, the sense of hearing, sense of touch, all those things. So same analogy can be applied to this shloka. The boat is the body, and Arjuna, instead of chariot, here it is boat. And the Arjuna, same Arjuna there and Arjuna here, the soul. And the senses are all these different wild animals described, like Shalya, Vikarna, Ashwatthama, Vikarna, Jayadratha. These are all senses, because senses are pulling us in wrong directions. Okay, so we covered body, which is the boat, Arjuna as the soul, and we covered the senses, and mind. What is mind here? The flow. The river flow is the mind. And finally, Krishna, who is the boatman, Kaivartaka Keshava, he is the intelligence. So in real life, we will not have Krishna come every time as a boatman and then sail us, right? So that boatman is intelligence in the form of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. That is Krishna. That intelligence, that scriptural knowledge, the Krishna Katha in the form of Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, that is Kaivartaka Keshava. Yeah, see, when you read that shloka, Kaivartaka Keshava, this boatman called Keshava, our mind will imagine, okay, I'm in the boat, in the river, and Krishna will come and sail me from this boat, from this river. No, right? Every time Krishna does not come. But Krishna's help is available in the form of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, in the form of Krishna Katha, in the form of Krishna Nama. That is Kaivartaka Keshava. The name is Kaivartaka Keshava. Gita is Kaivartaka Keshava. Bhagavatam is Kaivartaka Keshava. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra is Kaivartaka Keshava. Okay? So, I know we went little over, but you all waited patiently. We'll end the call here, okay? Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Kulshekar Alvar ki jai. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai.
Jai.
Ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you everyone for
Hare
joining.
Krishna.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
We continue tomorrow.
Thank you, Ravi.